Hey, YouTube family. Hope you all are having a good day. It's been a couple weeks since I posted, or maybe a few days, but I wanted to get right into it, and I want to start off by saying, we have to continually take off this quote unquote poverty way of thinking. We have to get rid of it. We have to renounce it. We have to denounce it. We have to, whatever ounce it is in the dictionary, we have to ounce it. We have to bounce it. So many of us are in a poverty state of mind and don't even know, don't even realize it. Whether it be our upbringing, what we were taught, what someone said to us. But I come to tell you today that you don't have to think that way. You don't have to think that way. And I know I talk a lot about this, but I believe that a lot of us need to be delivered from things that prevent us from being successful. And successful does mean financially successful, in addition to being healthy. But I believe God wants us to be prosperous. And I honestly believe that sometimes He's looking down at us and He's saying, what is wrong with us? Why are we, in some cases, so behind in so many different ways? And um, the biggest thing that I see, especially with people that quote unquote either are not where they want to be financially, or just still trusting and believing, is that we don't have the mindset to believe that we can be financially independent or wealthy or rich or whatever the terminology that you use. So often growing up, we've heard how quote unquote, right? Because I don't believe it, but quote unquote, how evil money is, or money is the root of all evil. Obviously, that phrase is misused today, in so many different ways. But I want to tell you the flip side, right, of having money. And I believe, one, that God created money. If you believe that He created everything in this universe, He definitely created money. And as a result of that, so many different things we can do. The more money we have, the more money we have to give. That's pretty much what it is. Giving to different foundations, research, helping someone out, helping a cause out, paying off someone's mortgage, being able to to create research to further educate others on something that they need to know in order to better their lives in the future. Cancer research, um, dementia research, all those things that plague our society, um, in order for us to be of assistance, not just praying and believing, right? But the practical reality of it is that money helps in so many different ways. And how fulfilling would it be if we as a people had the ability to give to something financially over and above what we have today? Obviously, giving to a church, giving to different things in society to help society grow. This world is vast, right? This world is vast, and there's so much in this world where we can. Somebody's coming and he's going to interrupt me, and I know he is. I'm not editing this post. Hopefully, he keeps on moving, and he did. Thank you. So, anyways, I'm sorry, guys, um, but what I'm trying to say is that we have to start refocusing, or start realizing that um, God does want us to be abundant. For those people that are in church, I know that oftentimes we knock the prosperity teaching, and I'm not a part of that religion, claim it or whatever the phrase is. But the fact of the matter is that there's some truth to that. We've been beaten down so much on what we should and shouldn't do, that we forget to realize that God wants us to live an abundant life. God wants us to live an abundant life while we're here on earth. And in 2022, the last time I checked, money is a part of our reality. And I know that so many of us, or I shouldn't say so many, that's broad, but there's a good amount, because they don't have it. They feel that they can't achieve it. They feel that they can't attain it, so they don't believe it. They just chalk it up as, it's not something that they should focus on. And I'm not saying to make that your primary focus, but there's nothing wrong with um, taking what you have right in your mind or what you're believing and focusing on it to the point where you allow it to manifest, right? Because I believe that success and spirituality go hand in hand. It really does. Um, you don't have to be smart to be wealthy. You can be. I know this is going to be funny, but you can be as dumb as rocks and be wealthy. Um, you don't have to be a high level scholar to be wealthy. Um, you don't have to be anything but believe, right? You don't have to be anything or do anything but believe, and you have to break this. You have to break this cycle of not being afraid to say it, being afraid to think it, feeling that's open. No, that all that is wrong. Those things are 100% wrong. You believe, whether you believe in God, which I do, you believe in. Um, I know some of you out there um, are afraid to say universe, which I don't understand why, because God created the universe. But whatever you believe in, you have to really, really understand that you have the power and the ability to be whatever you want and do whatever you want and gain or achieve whatever you want. Because as I said before in a prior post, you have to make your dreams become your reality. We have to stop thinking poverty, whether that be in wealth, whether that be in health. So many of us talk about faith, but but we have to act on that faith. And it's not just saying, have faith for something to come. No, no, no. We have to go out and get that thing. We have to go out and get that thing in our head, in our mentally, in our mind, in our bodies, in our hearts. Um, and we have to let that thing manifest. These are things that we need to do and believe. And then we need to have faith that it's going to happen. We need to have faith that it's going to happen. So for all of you that are afraid to say wealth and that chalk it up to something that you are not supposed to have, I'm going to tell you right now, you're flat out wrong. That's a wrong poverty way of thinking. It affects your health. It affects all things in your life. Actually, I think that if you don't, I believe that if you um, don't believe that you should be wealthy, don't believe that you should have um, what God has provided, and that's an abundant life. I believe that's wrong. I believe that's a sin because you're downplaying you're downplaying who you are. You're downplaying your right to be kings and queens, right? In this land that was created for you. I'm not thinking that way anymore. Um, if you all want to think that way, so be it. But I choose, right? I choose. I choose to believe and think and know without a shadow of a doubt that wealth is all around me. Wealth is all around me. That's the universe that I'm a part of. Wealth is all around me. Health is all around me. Prosperity is all around me. Abundance is all around me. I don't want any of you to dwell on negativity. Any of you. Negativity negativity festers, negativity um, births, negativity. Um, those things that don't push you towards your goal, don't dwell on that. Don't dwell on that. We need to dwell on those things that will create happiness in our lives. We need to dwell on those things that will create abundance in our lives. And we need to believe 100% that whatever you put your mind to, whatever you put your heart to, whatever you think, right, will come out and manifest itself in reality. So since I know that and I realize that, everything that I think, and I'm not perfect. There's times when a negative thought might hit me, but I'm going to quickly knock that thing back down to the ground where it's supposed to be. So what I'm trying to tell everyone today and moving forward and always to encourage you is to live your best life. And first of all, your first thing is the best life is what you have internally. And then once you believe that thing internally, it's going to manifest itself externally. It's just how it's just how it works. It's just how it works. It's just how it works. One last thing, and to kind of bring this home, there's been studies and there's been cases that Some doctors have of impressed upon patients to think that they're going to be healthy, think they're um, going to be healed or whatever ailment they have. Just think that they're going to get better and better. And studies have shown that the more that you dwell on those things that you want to happen, especially in that example, it happens. It happens. Many track athletes and sporting athletes, well, I'm sorry, many athletes and many individuals in sports, they do the same thing. They visualize, they think, they believe on it, and those people are very successful. People in businesses, people in religion, those that strongly believe in it. But you have to believe. You have to believe. You have to believe. You have to believe. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but somebody needs a breakthrough in their life. Somebody needs to know that while you're here on earth, you can be as successful as you want to be. You can be as wealthy as you want to be. You can be as rich as you want to be, but you have to first believe internally. I want from here on out for the rest of the day. I want someone for the rest of the day and we have 11 more hours of the day. I think I'm not counting, but 11 more hours of the day. 11 more hours of the day, I want you to think on everything positive. And I want you to focus on one thing today. Focus on something that you really want and believe in it, trust in it, and just know that it's going to happen. But once again, I'm looking at my facial here. I need to fix some things here. But I'm done, folks. I'm done, family. I hope you all have a great day, a wonderful day. Um, be blessed. Think success. Be abundant. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't be all that you can be. Peace.